Morning Elvis fans, well, you're in for a treat with this video. Do you know what? I have watched so many video clips and interviews and listened to so many stories about how kind and generous Elvis was. But it wasn't just that made him special. He protected the people around him. He really did care. I think a lot of people, Elvis fans, know that Elvis loved to be a policeman. He was very good at karate. He did karate from 1958 on and off, all through his life. He was a black belt, as we all know, but more than a black belt. He even instructed people in karate. But this story just really shows us how great Elvis was and what a lovely human being Elvis was. Let's start listening.
Elvis had just left his concert in Des Moines, Iowa, when he spotted two older fellas picking on a gas station attendant.
So Elvis had just left his concert. He saw this situation happening and he just, you know what, he could have just drove off and ignored it. But no, he wanted to help. He wanted to step in and he didn't like what he was seeing.
A 20-year-old fan at the time and former limo driver Eric Schumacher were there to experience it firsthand. 4th, 1977. As he sat in a limo at the corner of Highway 51 and East Washington, Fry just happened to be in a car behind him.
So if these people hadn't have seen what was going on here, we may never have known this had happened. And I know that Elvis didn't do this for self-gratification or glory for himself. He did this because he thought what was happening was wrong and unfair, and he didn't like bullies.
Schumacher was driving the limo. A few feet away at a gas station parking lot, two teens were beating up the boy in this picture.
Elvis says, "Hold up there, boy." The person I recognized as Elvis Presley immediately jumped out of the limo and walked directly over to confront the two boys beating him up.
Can you imagine being a fly on the wall and seeing Elvis getting out to help these guys? And obviously it took a lot of courage and was very confident in his abilities with self-defense. He wouldn't back down, he wouldn't cower, and he definitely would not be scared. He would face this kind of situation head on with no fear.
He's standing just like this, and the boys are doing the punches, and he said, "I'll take you on right now." And that's when they looked back, and they were just stunned.
And I bet they were stunned. Elvis Presley defending these guys, standing up to the bullies. Fair play to Elvis.
When I went up to Elvis, just after he confronted him, he had a big grin on his face.
And I bet he had a big grin on his face. And I bet it made him feel really good. But his heart was in the right place. I think many people have been bullied at school. And to be honest, it really does take a lot of courage to stand up to bullies. But the lesson I've learned in my life is if you stand up to these bullies, they actually stop bullying. So I'm just so proud that Elvis did this. And I think there was more occasions where Elvis helped people. And it's just another thing that tells me that Elvis was just a good guy, a good-hearted human being that really did care about everybody and didn't put himself first. So this is one of my favorite videos. Thanks everyone.